fún wa rèlé o, fún wa rèlé o, ire owó, ire ọlá, fún wa rèlé o, bàbá yé gbà wá o, bàbá yé gbà wá o, fún wa lówó ṣèkẹ́ ọmọ, bàbá yé gbà wá o, àforí ọ̀run mi lábẹ́ ọ, ire o, ire o, àforí ọ̀run mi lábẹ́ ọ, ire o, jẹ́ kó yẹ wá o, àtọmọdé àtàlágbà, jẹ́ kó yẹ wá o, bàbá yé gbà wá o, bàbá yé gbà wá o, fún wa lówó ṣèkẹ́ ọmọ, bàbá yé gbà wá o, àforí ọ̀run mi lábẹ́ ọ, ire o, ire o, àforí ọ̀run mi lábẹ́ ọ, ire o, àforí ọ̀run mi lábẹ́ ọ, ire o, ire o, àforí ọ̀run mi lábẹ́ ọ, ire o. I prayed that all our endeavors in life will succeed. We will not experience stagnation. We will not experience failure. We will not experience setback by the power of Olódùmarè. Ọ̀rúnmìlà will locate us with his blessings. Ọ̀rúnmìlà will locate us with the protection of Olódùmarè, the supreme being. Ajagunmalè, who happens to be the Olúwo in heaven, will direct the blessings of Olódùmarè to us by the power of Olódùmarè. Atẹ̀farigidi àròǹdá, apàjùbà bẹ̀rẹ̀ àsìrò ńkọ́, ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀gà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀, adífá fún Ọlábàmílẹ̀ tí ń ṣọmọ Ẹ̀gbá nílé Aláké. Ọlábàmílẹ̀ nìyí, ọmọ bíbí inú Ọ̀rúnmìlà ni, ọmọ Ẹ̀gbá nílé Aláké ni. Òun ti kọ̀lé ọ̀run bọ̀ wá sí kọ̀lé ayé, òun lè délé ayé káyé yé òun, kátùbọ̀ tóun dára, kóun bímọ láyé, kóun láya rere láyé, kóun di ẹni tí ayé ń wá kiri, kí orí òun jẹ́ orí àpésìn. Wọ́n ní kó wá rú ẹbọ, wọ́n ní kó lóbùkọ́ kó fún èṣù, wọ́n ní kó ní apata òkété kó fi pèsè fáwọn ìyá mi àjẹ́ ẹlẹ́yẹ, wọ́n ní kó borí ẹlẹ́dàá rẹ̀. Gbogbo ohun tí Ifá yàn òun ló ṣe, kò pé Awoleke. Ọlábàmílẹ̀ ò pe èṣù lólè, ó sáré sẹ́bọ orúbọ tán, gbogbo ire tó ń wá nílé ayé Olódùmarè darí rẹ̀ sí, ó tó lọ́wọ́. Ọlábàmílẹ̀ wá ń jó, ó ń yọ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ ló yin awo, bẹ́ẹ̀ láwo rẹ̀ náà yin Ifá, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ifá yin Olódùmarè ọba tẹ́nilẹ́ngẹ́ foríṣàpèjì omi. Ó ní gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni babaláwo tòun ṣẹnu rere kífá, ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ọ̀rúnmìlà ṣẹnu rere fọ̀ sílẹ̀. Atẹ̀farigidi àròǹdá, apàjùbà bẹ̀rẹ̀ àsìrò ńkọ́, ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀gà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀, adífá fún Ọlábàmílẹ̀ tí ń ṣọmọ Ẹ̀gbá nílé Aláké. Ifá ó tó gẹ́gẹ́ kó wá sọ lédọjà fáwo, ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀gà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀, Ọlábàmílẹ̀ ìwọ lọmọ Ẹ̀gbá nílé Aláké. Ifá ó tó gẹ́gẹ́ kó wá sọ lédọjà fáwo. I prayed once again that whatever we lay our hands upon, we will prosper, we will succeed. Whatever that has to do with stagnation, whatever that has to do with failure, whatever that has to do with backwardness will not be our portion by the power of Olódùmarè. Every good things that Olódùmarè has programmed for us, the creator, the universe, will release it for us by the power of Olódùmarè. And what I have said now, the creator will put a stamp of authority into it. Àṣẹ, àṣẹ, àṣẹ. Thank you very much. My name is Babalawo Olariwaju Ifá Damilare. So today, I want to thank you all for supporting us, for giving us your suggestions, for advising us on the way to improve on what we know how to do best. So today, I want to speak on the importance of Ifà initiation. The importance of Ifà initiation. So why is it important for everybody to be initiated into Ifà? Why do we need to be initiated into Ifà? That is what I am going to be speaking on today. So let me move back a little bit. Àtẹ̀fáríngídí àròǹdà apàjùbàbẹ́rẹ́ àsìróǹkọ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀gà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dífá fún ọlábàmí ilẹ̀ tí ń ṣọmọ ẹ̀gbá nílé aláké láti Odùifá ọ̀yẹ̀kú méjì. Ọ̀yẹ̀kú in the right hand, ọ̀yẹ̀kú in the left hand. That is ọ̀yẹ̀kú méjì. So thank you very much. Today, I am going to be speaking on the essence of Ifà initiation. So, if you go for a divination with a babalawo and you are asked to be initiated into Ifà, you are asked to go for Ifà initiation. What does that imply? What does that mean to you? Why do you need to be initiated into Ifà? Almost all the 256 Odùifá spoke about the importance of Ifà initiation, from Ejiogbe to Ofunse. They all spoke about the importance of Ifà initiation. And today, I can put it across to you that it is very important for everybody to be initiated into Ifà. It's extremely important. Sometimes, you might be required to be initiated into Ifà just because of one problem. Just because of one problem. There are so many people today that are going through hardship. Not because that hardship is being imported or transported into their life by humans, but the destiny they choose from the Supreme Being, from Olodumare, they have written it down that they will go through hardship here on earth. So when they get to the planet Earth, due to lack of information, so as they are growing up, things are not working, they are going through hardship, and they do not know the cause of the hardship. If, however, they have the opportunity to meet an Ifà priest and they divine for them, when an Odùifá comes, the Odùifá might suggest that such a person should be initiated into Ifà, so that after the initiation, Ifà can now rewrite that destiny for him or her. That is one of the reasons for Ifà initiation. So there are so many Babalawo, there are so many Ifà priests who spoke online, sometime on other social media. They will say, once you are initiated into Ifà, you are going to become a millionaire. That perception, that orientation, that mentality is abnormal. Ifà is not a money-making machine. Ifà does not give money. Ifà does not make money. Ifà does not give you money. Do not forget, Ifà is the spoken words of Olodumare, the Supreme Being, the Creator. So if, however, Ifà is the spoken words of Olodumare, so how come Ifà will now turn to a money-making machine? It's not possible. So, the essence of Ifà initiation for every human is to know your essence of existence. That is all. No more, no less. The reason why it is important for you and I to be initiated into Ifá is for you to know your essence of existence, nothing more. Because every problem you are going through now, every problem you have now, if you had known your essence of existence, the problem will not be. The problem will not be existing in your life. The problem you have now, that you are going to mountain to pray, to call on somebody else father. The problem you have now, that somebody is giving you soap to go and bath in a flowing river, somebody is giving you charm to use, that the problem will go. The person is deceiving you, you are deceiving the person, you are deceiving yourself, the person is deceiving himself. All you need is your essence of existence. And when we are talking about your essence of existence, what exactly do we need? Or do we mean? Sorry to say. When we are talking about your essence of existence, what are we talking about? We are talking about your life manual. Your life manual. That is what we are talking about. Now, before I start bringing my point from Ifá, we are having a normal conversation now. I am teaching you, you are listening. If this is a live conversation, you can also have access to suggest and to teach me as well. But this is a normal conversation between myself and yourself. When I bought this phone, there is a manual that comes with this phone. And the essence of that manual is for me to be able to know how to operate this phone. That is the essence of the manual that comes with the phone. There is nothing you are going to buy. If you go to the market today or you go to the supermarket, if you buy any electronic gadget, definitely there's going to be a manual that will come with the electronics gadget. Your TV, your air condition, your fan, your vehicle, whatever you want to buy, there is always tendency for you to have a manual. And the purpose of that manual is for you to be able to know how to operate what you purchase. Now, if an electronics, an ordinary electronics, if an ordinary phone can have a manual, how much more a human that is existing, how much more a human that produces the phone? Why are we not supposed to have our own life manual? If your TV could have a manual on how to operate it, how much more you, human? If your standing fan could have a manual, how much more you, human? If your refrigerator could have a manual, how much more you, human? If your air condition could have a manual, how much more you, human? Whatever you buy, whatever you purchase that possesses a manual, the essence of that manual is for you to be able to know how to operate what you purchase. If, however, you do not read through the manual, you try to use your brain, there might be a mistake in the course of assembly. There must be a mistake in the course of operating what you purchase. That is the same problem with human. You as human, you are existing here on earth. You believe God created you. You believe in one white man that has a coiling hair from Europe, and you are an African. So you now believe that God that created you had given the control of your life to that white man that has a coiling hair from Europe. So you are now living your life to please that white man with a coiling hair from Europe. You will have problem because you are not operating under your real self. You are not operating under your real energy. You are not operating under the instruction of your life manual. And how can you get your life manual? Is through Ifà initiation. Through Ifà initiation. Through Ifà initiation. But today, when you get back to a church, because of civilization, on the 7th day, you will call pastors to come and name your child, naming ceremony. A Yoruba child, a Yoruba son, a Yoruba boy will be named Theophilus. A Yoruba boy will be given a foreign name: John, Jonah, Matthew, Peter, Isaac, Jeremiah, and so on and so forth. So you are thinking as a parent, by giving your child a foreign name, the child will automatically make heaven. The child will have access to that white man with a coiling hair in Europe one day. It is either the people that came for your child naming ceremony are ignorant, or you are ignorant because they are deceiving you, you are deceiving them, and both of you are deceiving yourself. Life is beyond all those ceremony. What you are doing ceremony. You are just to eat, just to drink, just to marry, you dance. That is all. That is the essence of naming ceremony. Our forefathers are not stupid. Our great-grandfather are not stupid. Our 10th generation fathers are not stupid. That is why they were able to live a life that entails richness. From Ejiogbe to Ofunse, almost all the verses of Ifà spoke about Ifà initiation, spoke about the importance of you and I to be initiated into Ifà. You are existing without knowing your essence of existence. Today, you are selling tomato. After 1 year of selling tomato, you get tired of the tomato. You start selling provision. Guguru ekpa. Well, just name it. After 3 years of selling the provision, something will happen. Armed robber might come to your shop, raid your shop. Then you are operating with a loan. Probably you borrow from Lapo, you borrow from all this loan company. The business will crash. At the end of the day, you say, oh, you have another idea of business. You want to be selling okrika. Some people call it akube. So you start buying okrika. You cut it, bail, you start selling okrika. At the end of the day, you sell it out, they buy on credit, they don't pay. You said, oh, you are no longer selling okrika. Okay, you wait till you finish paying your debt. You go and borrow another money. You said that you want to be selling engine oil. You are just operating your life with your brain. Life is beyond you operating your life with your brain. You need to seek the knowledge of the Supreme Being. You need to seek the knowledge of the Supreme Being, which is Olodumare, the creator of everything. First of all, I will start my teaching from Ifà Ijogbe. Ifà says, jíjí tí mo jí ni mo kó ire, ọ̀nà ni mo rìn ni mo kó Ifà. Ẹnìkan kì í jí ní kùtùkùtù òwúrọ̀ kó má mọ Ifá tó dá sílé ayé. Adébá fún onípò. Onípò ni yóò fi ìlànà bàbá rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ tí yóò máa tọ̀ ìlànà bàbá oníbàbá. You see, this man called Onikoyi, when he was born, his parents took him on the third day for an akosejaye. Orunmila, we want to know the essence of the existence of this child. A joke came out for him. He first told Onikoyi that when he grew up, he should be a babalawo like me. He should be preaching the words of Olodumare. He should be praying for people, liberating people from darkness into light. Ifá had spoken to him through the akosejaye. So as he was growing, his parents kept reminding him, my son, come. This is what Ifá says. When you were born on the third day, we had your akosejaye. It was a diogbe that came out. And this is what the Babalawo said, that as you are growing up, you should grow up to be initiated into Ifá. At the same time, you must learn Ifá so that you can keep liberating people from darkness into light. So as Onikoyi was growing up, he had so many friends. And his friends were convincing him not to follow the instruction of Ifá. So, when he hearkened to the instruction of the friends, when it was time for him to get married, he could not find a wife. When it was time for Onikoyi to start making money, to start living a good life, it wasn't possible for him because he wasn't operating under the instruction of the Creator. He wasn't operating under his own life manual. No money for him. He could not even have two clothes. He was living, sleeping, waking up in poverty. On this fateful day, Onikoyi woke up. He went back to a babalawo after so many years wasted. Orunmila, what am I going to do to be successful in life? It was the same Ejiobi that came out for him. The same message that was given to him on his birth during the akosejaye process was the same message the Babalawo also gave him. That you, Onikoyi, you must be initiated into Ifá. After your initiation, you will have to go and learn Ifá. After learning Ifá, all the blessings you are looking for will come your way. He now hearkened to the advice and the voice of the Babalawo. He offered the necessary sacrifice. He went for Ifá initiation. After the initiation, he started learning Ifá. And when Onikoyi started learning Ifá, after a few years, he was free from his Oluwo. Then he started praying for people. In the course of doing that, they gave him a horse, which Yoruba called Eshin. They built a house for him. They gave him a wife to marry. Within a year, the wife conceived, gave birth to a child. So all the blessings he lost, he was able to recover them all after coming back to Ifá. Now, what are you able to gain from the story of Onikoyi? Initially, Onikoyi was living his life according to how brilliant he was, forgetting the manual Olodumare had sent to him, forgetting his own destiny, forgetting his own life manual. Not until when he got back into that track that he was able to become somebody in life. Examine your life. Sit down and think about your life. Are you not operating your life just as Onikoyi was operating his life during his own time? Have you gone to anywhere? Have you gone to a babalawo and a divination has been made for you 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, that it is important you should be initiated into Ifá, but you thought it's a joke? You thought the blood of Jesus will just wipe everything away. You thought the blood of Allah will take everything away. My brothers and sisters, you are deceiving yourself. you are deceiving yourself. One thing about Babalawo, as a messenger of the Supreme Being, Babalawo will never force you to do anything. That is a competent Babalawo will only advise you once. Once a Babalawo give you an advice, immediately they move over it. They might not repeat it again because that advice is coming from the Supreme Being. Have you gone to anywhere? Have you gone for Ifà initiation 25 years ago and you've been told to be initiated into Ifà, but you thought it's a joke because of religion? Orunmila will not ask you. Orunmila will not force you to be initiated into Ifà. He will only give you an advice. If you like, you follow the advice. If you don't like, don't follow the advice. But whatever Orunmila says will definitely come to pass. Because he's a messenger of the Supreme Being. The messenger of the Creator. The Babalawos are messengers to Orunmila. So whatever a Babalawo says will come to pass. It's a must. Because it is the voice of the Supreme Being. Every human existing here on earth is entitled to be initiated into Ifà in order for them to know their life manual. In order for them to know their life manual. Now, I am taking you to Oyekumeji. What Oyekumeji says about Ifà initiation. What Oyekumeji says about you being able to know your life manual. About you being able to know your essence of existence. Oyekumeji says that when you are able to know your life manual, that is when you will have a good relationship with the Supreme Being. Because if you are eating what you are not supposed to be eating, there will be problem in the course of your journey in life. Orunmila yìí dágìrì, Ifá mi Igbo bára mi àgbónirègún. Igbo ni wọ́n bá ẹ mọ́. Ó ní Igbo ni wọ́n bá ẹ sìn. Ó ní Igbo ni wọ́n bá òyèlè. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fọ́mọ tòun pé onígbo náà ni kó sáwásá bí àṣà òun kó ba lè donígbo. The meaning of Idagiri in English, I don't know. But the meaning of Igbo, I know. Igbo means congregation, coming together of a lot of people. So Idagiri, Igbo, Idagiri, Igbo. In other words, Ifá says that when you are initiated into Ifá and you have Oduifa Oyekumeji, or you go for Ifá divination, you have Oduifa Oyekumeji, Ifá is literally telling you that you are going to be a man of people. But you cannot be a man of people without you being initiated into Ifá, without you knowing your essence of existence. Because however, you might be doing some things that might keep hindering your essence of existence. You might be doing some things that might keep hindering you from fulfilling that purpose which Olodumare has given you. In that same Oyekumeji, Orunmila yìí mi kò, Ifá mi kò bára mi àgbónirègún. Imi means strength. Orunmila yìí mi kò, Ifá mi kò bára mi àgbónirègún. Ó ní ta ni mo mọ̀ tí mi kò. Mo ní ọmọ aláwòrò Ògún ni. Ó ní kò ń ṣọmọ aláwòrò Ògún. These are words of wisdom. These are words of wisdom directly from the Supreme Being. Mo ní ọmọ aláwòrò já ni. Orunmila ní kò ń ṣọmọ aláwòrò já. Ọmọ aláwòrò Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ni Orunmila. Ó ní rárá. Orunmila mo jẹ́wọ́ ọ̀bùn dá mi láṣọró. Èmi ò mọ ẹni tí mi kò. Ó ní àfi ọmọ tòun èrìgì àlọ́. Àfi ẹni tó ń ṣọ́ gínígíní dá òun fún. Ó lóun ní mi kò. Orunmila said he's ready to give strength to his children, but that child must be initiated into Ifá. But today, how many of us are living our life according to the witches or according to the will of the Supreme Being, the Creator, your own Creator? But you are interested to live your life to please a white man. You are interested to live your life to please an Arabian man. But you are not interested to live your life to please your own being, your own Ori. Whenever you hear anything that has to do with Africa, whenever you hear anything that has to do with your own foundation, you get pissed off, because to you it's not beautiful, to you it's not astonishing, to you it's not well organized. But other people from Europe, from Israel, is beautiful, it's well organized, it's astonishing. Other people from Saudi Arabia is beautiful, it's well organized, it's astonishing. Ọmọ ẹni ò ní ṣèdí bẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká fi ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ sídìí ọmọ ẹlòmíì. You are the one putting yourself into captivity. You are the one enslaving yourself. I am telling you the truth of life. That is why I am here. I don't know you, and you don't know me. But I am telling you the truth about life. The truth I am telling you is very, very expensive. No pastors can tell you. Pastors do not know it. All the knowledge of pastors are from Genesis to Revelations. So I am not speaking from Genesis and Revelation or Matthew. I am speaking from the deeper knowledge of the Supreme Being. I am speaking from the energy that created those that type Genesis to Revelation. Moving from Oyekumeji, let's go back to what Idimeji says. Orunmila koyin ferere, Ifá mi koyin ferere bara mi agboniregun. I'm just trying to let you know that almost all the old Ifá spoke about the importance of Ifá initiation. Olóyin fẹ́ síṣu, iṣu ta. Orunmila koyin ferere, Ifá mi koyin ferere bara mi agboniregun. Ó ní òyin fẹ́ sí àgbàdo, àgbàdo pọmọ. Orunmila koyin ferere, Ifá mi koyin ferere bara mi agboniregun. Ó ní òyin fẹ́ sí èrè, ó ní èrè dọlọ́mọ. Ó ní òyin fẹ́ sí àpẹ̀tẹ̀ bí ilé olúfẹ̀. That is the point I'm bringing out. Àpẹ̀tẹ̀ bí ilé olúfẹ̀. That is, òyin fẹ́ sí ìyàwó Ọ̀rúnmìlà níkùn. Ó ní àsẹ̀yìnwá àsẹ̀yìnbọ̀ olùdọlọ́mọ. Òyin ò ní fẹ́ sí àpẹ̀tẹ̀ bí ilé olúfẹ̀ if the àpẹ̀tẹ̀ bí is not a wife of Ọ̀rúnmìlà. And you can only be the wife of Orunmila when you understand what it means to be initiated into Ifá. So a lot of us are suffering ourselves. A lot of us are putting ourselves into captivity. A lot of us are putting ourselves into bondage. We are living our life in bondage. We eat in bondage. We sleep in bondage. We drink in bondage. We do everything in bondage, thinking that it is the witches and wizards that is against us. We must always think. We must always know that life requires deeper knowledge. One million years ago, life has been existing. 2 million years ago, life has been existing. 500,000 years ago, life has been existing. 1,000 years ago, life has been existing. 300 years ago, they brought Christianity to Africa. Are you telling me that before Jesus was introduced to Africa, all our generations that have lived this life are now in hellfire? Now, this is my question. My great-grandfather, my fourth generation, before the existence of that European man that has a coiling hair, is he living in hellfire because he doesn't know him? If the answer is no, my brothers and sisters, we must come back into reality. We must ask ourselves some questions. We must know that our life is more than being religious. We must know that our life requires strong information for us to be able to fulfill that purpose which Olodumare has given to us. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò di àsìpàtì, Ifámoló di àsìgbàgbé, bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fún aláwòrò Ògún kó má gbàgbé Ògún rẹ̀, kí Ògún má bàa gbàgbé rẹ̀. That is ìdí ìrosùn. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò di àsìpàtì, Ifámoló di àsìgbàgbé, bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fún aláwòrò Ùjá tó ti ń sin Ùjá kó má má gbàgbé Ùjá rẹ̀, kí Ùjá má bàa gbàgbé rẹ̀. I'm speaking from ìdí ìrosùn. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò di àsìpàtì, Ifámoló di àsìgbàgbé, bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fún aláwòrò Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ́, ọmọ lóyìn ayùn awẹ́dẹ́ kó tó wẹmọ, tó ti ń sin Ọ̀ṣun rẹ̀. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fún kó má má gbàgbé Ọ̀ṣun rẹ̀, kó má má pa Ọ̀ṣun tì. Ó ní tí ò bá ti pa Ọ̀ṣun tì, ó ní Ọ̀ṣun náà ò mà ní pa tì, ó ní Ọ̀ṣun ò mà ní gbàgbé rẹ̀. Ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ní kí wọ́n sọ fún ọmọ akápò tòun èrìgì àlọ́ àbẹ́ntọ́ ọ̀ṣọ́ gínígíní dáhùn fún pé kó má má gbàgbé òun. Àwọn ìran kẹwàá, ìran kẹfà, ìran kẹjọ, òun ni wọ́n máa ń sìn. Kó má torí pé àwọn òyìnbó ti dé kó wá lóhun òsì òun mọ́. Ó ní tí ò bá ti sí òun náà yóò gbàgbé rẹ̀. That is the problem all of us are facing today. Your grandfather happens to be an Ifa priest. Your grandfather is initiated into Ifa before he was able to have your father, before he was able to give back to your father. Your grandfather was living a meaningless life. Fortunately for him, he went to an Ifa priest for a divination. He was told, for you to have a wife and for that wife to conceive, you must be initiated into Ifa. He complied, he obliged, he got initiated into Ifa. He was able to give back to your own father. Now your father grew up. He said what his own father, which is your grandfather, did was wrong for bringing him back to life. So therefore, he started following a foreigner, an Arabian man, a European man. In the course of him following an European man, he gave back to you. And today, you too, you are following an European man. And you are now surprised why you are encountering problems. You are surprised why you are facing difficulties, why you are facing setback. Go back to your foundation. Go back to your roots. That is what Idirosu is talking about. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò di àsìpàtì, Ifámoló di àsìgbàgbé. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fún aláwòrò Ògún kó má má gbàgbé Ògún rẹ̀, kó Ògún má bàa gbàgbé rẹ̀, kó má pa Ògún tì, kó Ògún náà má bàa pa òun náà tì. A lot of African children, a lot of African child has disowned their father. Or let me use the word, they have disfathered their father. They have told their father officially that my father, come. You are no longer my father. I am no longer your son. I am no longer your daughter. I have another father from Israel. I have another father from Saudi Arabia. And you can't expect your father to kill himself because you said you are no longer his son or daughter. His father will still need to move on. So now, when you have a problem, you now run to another father which you adopted, your adopted father. Oh, my father, I am hungry. As you are calling on your adopted father to give you food, his own original children are also calling him to give him food. Who do you expect that he is going to answer first? Is it you, the adopted child, or the original child? Think about it. So I am speaking now in parable. Think about it. You told your own father that, my father, come, I don't want to be your child anymore. I have somebody else from Europe. I want the person to be my own father. Yoruba says, ọmọ tó bá gbàgbé ilé, ó so àpò ìyàkọ́. A lot of you are forgetting your ile, you are forgetting your house. So your bag of punishment, your bag of suffering, your bag of hardship is just on top of you. So when you are now experiencing that hardship, you tag that hardship to witches, to wizards, to family battle. You are deceiving yourself. Your pastors are deceiving you. Do you know how many prophecies you have received from your pastors? That you got married, you have children, you got a wife, you will do. How many prophecies has come to pass in your life? You know how many prophecies you have received from different pastors. You know how many pastors that are prophesying into your life. You know how many pastors that are prophesying into your life. So today, how are you, sir? How is the prophecy? Have you been able to buy the car your pastor prophesied that you will buy this year? Have you been able to build the house your pastor prophesied that you will build this year? My brother, my sisters, let us come back to reality. Enough of bitterness, enough of stagnation, enough of suffering. Come back to your foundation. Let me take you back again to one verse in Ejogbe. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yìí ò dí, Ifá mi ò dí, bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní òdì ni wọ́n ṣe ń tayé. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yìí ò dí, Ifá mi ò dí, bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní òdì ni wọ́n ṣe ògùrò. Ó ní òdì ni wọ́n sun orun ọmọ. Ó ní òdì ni wọ́n ṣe ọ̀tá. Ó ní òdì ni olókòkò ṣíkò tí ń mú gintìrẹ̀gùn tó sì ń gùn járí. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fún ọmọ ẹni kó lọ mọ̀rọ̀ tiẹ̀ láti ìdí. Torí kó má bàa kú bò, torí kó má bàa kú rẹ́gẹ́dẹ́. A lot of you are just taking your life. You are living your life from the top, forgetting the foundation, forgetting the bottom. There will be problem. Go back to your foundation. Search your life. It is important you know your manual. If you do not know your manual, it will be difficult for you to live the life you desire. Nobody is designed to struggle in life. Nobody is designed to fail in life. We find ourselves struggling. We find ourselves experiencing failure because of our inability to acknowledge our life manual. In a nutshell, it is important for everybody to be initiated into Ifá. It is extremely important for every human to be initiated into Ifá. You are Africa. You can never be an European. You can never be an Asian. You are Africa. We are African. You are a Nigerian. We are a Nigerian. Our foundation cannot be taken away by anyone. Let us know this and know peace. Let us go back to our foundation. Our fathers are not stupid. Our mothers are not stupid. So when you are not operating under your foundation, you are automatically telling your father that he is stupid. When you are not operating under your foundation, you are automatically telling your mother that your mother is not knowledgeable. And Yoruba says, ọmọ tó mọ̀ ya rẹ̀ lójú o, ó ṣí yóò ta ọmọ náà pa. Ọmọ tó mọ̀ ya rẹ̀ lójú o, ó ṣí yóò ta ọmọ náà pa. Bàbá tó jìyà pọ̀ lórí rẹ̀, ìyá tó jìyà pọ̀ lórí rẹ̀. Ọmọ tó mọ̀ ya rẹ̀ lójú o, ó ṣí yóò ta ọmọ náà pa. You know the meaning of that song? If you are your mother, ọmọ ya rẹ̀ lójú like this, maybe your mother is talking to you, you feel like, Ifá says that such a child will live the rest of her life in poverty. for doing this to your father, for doing this to your mother, you are going to end up living in poverty. So how much more telling your own father that your father is stupid, that your mother is not knowledgeable? You are not telling them directly that, my father, you are stupid. No, you are telling them through your inner attitude. That is what you are telling your parents. So all the children today, some parents, some family had 6 children, no information about them. They just know their name, they know their age, their date of birth, their educational quality, nothing more. Even the father himself have no knowledge about himself, struggling with life. Today diabetes, tomorrow asthma, next tomorrow high blood pressure, sickness upon sickness, collecting pension, wasting it on sickness. The life is not stable. Everybody is just struggling with life. Thinking is one problem. No, witches doesn't have your time. I keep saying it. The Iyamis, they are too busy for you. It's even a disrespect for Iyamis to be disturbing you. Who are you for them to be disturbing you? So you need to go back to your foundation, to go and examine your foundation to know where you got it wrong. That is why I am here today telling you why you need to be initiated into Ifà. You are not initiated into Ifà for you to have money. But it is important when you get initiated and you abstain from what Ifà asks you to abstain from. You deviate from what Ifà asks you to deviate from. You are doing the right thing. Definitely you have money. So there are so many people on social media. Today they tell you, buy chameleon, look for this one, use it for soap, bath it, you have money. They are deceiving you. True, when you use it, it's a medicine, it's a charm. When you use it, true, the money will come quickly, but where the money is going is already, the road is open. You will also waste the money. You use the money to buy a car, the car might be the one to kill you. You have accident and die. So what is the essence? Because you are not operating under your original being. You are not operating under your life manual. It is not everybody that requires to be bathing black soap to be rich in life. We need to understand why we are existing. That is all. That is all. You must know why you are existing. If you do not know your essence of existence, there will be problem. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò sì pín Ifá mo ló yọ níní, olórí tó bá ti máa gbé ni nínú agogo dẹni tí ń yọ wá. So what is the relationship do you have with your Ori? You don't have any relationship with your Ori, no relationship with your heavenly mate, no relationship with the witches, no relationship with Eshuodara, no relationship with Ọ̀rúnmìlà. You just wake up in the morning, you pray, Father Lord Jesus, I woke up today, let my business flourish, let this, and you think the problem is over. You are deceiving yourself, my sister. No matter how religious you are deceiving yourself. You might still be arguing. Maybe you are still trying to prove in one way or the other to yourself that Jesus will do it. When the time comes, you will still come back to Ọ̀rúnmìlà. It's a simple logic. You know what you are going through right now is not normal. You know your life is not. You are not living the life you desire for yourself. You are only struggling. You are struggling. My sister, my brothers, I am speaking from the wisdom of Ọ̀rúnmìlà. I am speaking from the knowledge of our ancestors. And I hope you will get my message. I hope you will understand my message. Life is deep. Life requires information. And all these informations are important to the growth of our life. Thank you very much. My name is Babalawo Olariwaju Ifadamilari. I will come back again to put more light on the important informations concerning our life. Elaboru, Elaboye, Elaboye Boshishe, Ugbo, Ato. Àsúre ìwòyí wò fún. Thank you very much. May the peace of Olódùmarè be with you. Àṣẹ.